Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most inclusive pop culture podcast on the planet, the Fun Pop Fan Guys.
Don't kill yourself off.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fun Pop Fan Gang, our officially reboot podcast now called the Fun Pop Fan Gang. And my name is Rich Morton. I am your co-host, and here today with a lovely panel. And first, I want to just pass it off to our co-host and moderator from Colorado's best arcade in town, Mr. Mark Lazza.
Oh, thank you for that great introduction, Rich. Yes, my arcade generated by artificial intelligence, the only intelligence that I have. But yes, we are officially a gang now, folks. We couldn't be the guys anymore because we have the queen of the podcast here. So we are the Fun Pop Fan Gang. New name, new logo. Yeah, so we are going to be talking about a topic tonight that is of interest to people of all generations. And I think that for Dawn and Rich and myself are part of that, maybe that first generation of video gaming. As we grew up with the games, I know that a lot of adults would say, oh, that's for kids. And they thought that because when video games first started, that we were kids at the time. But as we got older, so did the game developers. And then the games got more challenging, and we continued to play them even through adulthood. So I think we're going to have a really great episode tonight with the variance of ages and the different games that each of us has played. We all have a different video game story to tell. So, without further ado, yeah, we're going to go around our panel tonight and talk about the role that video games have played in each of our lives. So who do we got up first here, Rich?
Well, up first, as we mentioned before, first you're going to say hello to our friend, Miss Dawn Chapman.
How's it going, Dawn?
Good, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, let's talk about video games in your life. When you were a kid, do you remember what you were playing when you first started? What were some of the first video games that you played, or what system did you play on?
I remember the first one I had was the Commodore 64.
Yeah, I had a Commodore 64 too. Yeah, there. Look at that. Props to the AV department.
Booyakasha.
Yeah, yes. So that's what you had there. Does that look familiar to you, Don?
Yeah, it was familiar. And my favorite game on the Commodore 64 was The Sky is Falling. Oh my God, I love that one.
Sky is Falling. Now that
Yes,
is
The Sky is Falling.
Yeah, I don't. I had a lot of games for my Commodore 64. I don't remember that one.
That was my first computer system when I was younger, the Commodore 64. But then when I got older, my parents bought me the what was it? Atari 7800.
Was it? Wow. Now that was the fancy one.
Yes,
that came out.
And that one on the Atari 7800. Oh my God, Mark! My favorite game was the Pac-Man game.
The Pac-Man game. Yeah, look at that. I wore my Pac-Man shirt just for this episode.
Oh my God, I love
Let's see
Pac-Man.
that
Oh my
shirt.
God, I love Pac-Man. I tried to play it and beat
Nice.
the dots and the ghosts and stuff. It's hard though. You have the
Yes.
ghosts following you and trying to eat you up.
Well, my favorite was always I would always try to get the pretzel That was my big
Yes,
goal.
I thought that was. I was trying to get the pretzel too. That's another one that's my favorite.
Well, I
Trying to
have
get
to
the
say that
pretzel.
the Pac-Man to me, I thought Ms. Pac-Man, the sequel to Pac-Man, was the even better game. That's still one of my favorite games to play, Ms. Pac-Man.
Yeah,
So,
that's very interesting, Rich. Like a lot of people thought that it was just like they just put a bow and a mole on Pac-Man, but that wasn't the case at all. Miss Pac-Man was more challenging. It was faster. I believe the colors were brighter, if I'm not mistaken. It was an improved game.
sure. And
So
they even
it
had a story. You saw like acts, right? It's in between. You'd see little things with Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Man coming together, falling
right,
in love, and all that.
and then I remember the ghosts. Like three of their names rhymed, and then the fourth one's name I think was like Clyde. It was like Inky, Blinky. I don't know the other one's name, but then there
Inky,
was Clyde.
Blinky, Stinky. Was there a Stinky?
Maybe it was
Yeah, I think
Stinky. I
it was
don't know.
Stinky. It was Stinky, Inky, Blinky.
And Clyde.
Yeah, I don't know where Clyde came from. He must have been the runt of the litter.
It's like the shimp, but there was
Yes.
never a curly. It just started with the shimp. But yeah, so you said the 7800, but I think the first one was the 2600,
That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. That's
which
what I
is
got. The 20,
well, you had
Atari
the
2600.
yeah, 2600 was the first one.
That's
That
the
was
one I
my
got. I'm
first.
sorry. Yes, that's the one I got.
Yeah, that was my first system. And then they had an updated one. That was like the next generation, right, Mark? The 7800?
That's correct. Yes, that came out. I want to say before the Nintendo Entertainment System, and when the NES came out, I believe that was the final nail in the coffin for Atari.
Big time.
Could not compete.
Nice. Yeah, 2600. I could mention real quick one of the game that basically put the nail in the coffin, as you said, was E.T. the video game. When,
Yes.
One of my favorite movies of all time, E.T. When I was a kid, I saw that. Obviously, when that game came out, it was so exciting that they
And
had
the
this
other one
E.T.
I like
game.
too, Mark. And the other one I like too, on the what do you call that? The Atari said 2600. Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, which
Those
was
are Donkey Kong.
the day what character debuted in Donkey Kong, Eric?
That's up, man.
Right, who ended up
Jumpman. He's
being
absolutely right.
who ended up being
That's
who?
also the name of Mario.
Right, before Mario got a name, right? He was just called Jumpman. But
Yeah.
just really quick, getting back to my ET thing. So ET, they made this game, they rushed it out, and it was horrible. And they made like 1 million copies, and they didn't sell anywhere near that they thought. They ended up having so many games that they buried it. They buried them all in the desert. And that is a true story. And it was literally a documentary about it where they buried all these games in the desert. And that officially, I think, is what killed the Atari. But that was when it sent it on its way downhill. But after Atari, like we mentioned real quick, the big system that came out, which I think launched everything. But thank you, Dawn. Thanks for sharing about the Commodore
You're welcome, Rich.
2600. Really bringing back memories. But we got another friend here, Mr. Jonathan. How you doing today, Jonathan?
Good. How are you, Rich?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Now, after the Atari came, boom,
Nintendo.
Nintendo. And actually the first system for Nintendo was called the NES. And what did that stand for?
Super Nintendo.
Nintendo Entertainment System, right?
Yeah.
$1 million or the robot gets it.
Now that just seeing that picture gives me warm feelings. That I still have that original Nintendo. But
You Super Nintendo. There you go.
Super Nintendo was next. We got a lot of generations to get through. We're on to the second generation now with Nintendo.
This is the name I said.
So, Jonathan, this was your first system that you played?
Yeah.
And so we'll say, like, obviously, I think all of us that had this system, got our start on Super Mario and Duck Hunt, right? Because they came with the console. What were some other games that you played?
I played uh, Super Mario Brothers 3. I played Super Mario Brothers 2.
I remember Super Mario Brothers 2, how many hours I played with my best friend David. And then when we finally beat it, uh, hey, spoiler alert, guys, if you've never beaten this game, I'm about to ruin it for you. But
Yeah.
the sequence cuts to Mario in bed and he's sleeping. I think maybe the whole game was just a dream in his mind. But it was so satisfying to watch because I used to go to my friend's house after school every day and play that game till we beat it. So, what was some of the innovations, Jonathan, in Super Mario 3? I remember when that game came out, it like changed the world. What was Mario able to do in Super Mario 3 that he could not do in previous games?
He was able to fly
He was able to fly. How was he able to fly?
because he had wings.
Was it wings? I think it was. Didn't he have like a raccoon
Oh
tail?
yeah, he had a raccoon.
So you could put on these different suits, right? Was there a frog suit also? Like
Yeah.
different levels, he had different abilities. That's so pretty awesome that all of us here have kind of watched Mario grow through all these different consoles. And so there was another game that you had mentioned, Jonathan. This was not a Nintendo game, but I do have them on my pint glass.
Oh, here he is.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic, yes.
For Sega.
Sega.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog was Sega's answer to Mario. They were trying to come up with their own mascot, what they call a killer app, the game that defines the system. As Mario was for Nintendo, as Halo was for the original Xbox.
Except for Genesis and Dreamcast.
Did you say Dreamcast, Eric?
Yeah. Genesis and Dreamcast.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, that's coming up.
Ooh.
But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what? I was huge with the NES, but actually the next system after that I got was the Sega Genesis, with Sonic and all that, and I never ended up having a Super Nintendo when I was a kid, and I don't know why. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, another great thing. And then, as we all know, well, we'll mention it later. Probably Sega didn't last as far as a console, but its games live on.
Hey,
but
Rick,
also,
what's up?
Jonathan, you also mentioned.
Wow, look at that.
At the buzzer. Hold on. Say hello.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Rich.
Mike made it. Mike was having some technical difficulties. Got on here.
Oh, sorry about that, Rich. Sorry about that.
And now we have a full house. Have
mercy.
Wait. I this the one with the
Mark,
cradle, Rich. Remember
Mike,
that? They had a cradle. Remember? The cradle.
Oh, at Cradle of Aviation Museum, they had the video game exhibit. Is that what you're talking about, Mike?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
What are you doing there? What are you doing over there, Mark?
Yes. This is. I just changed my background, Mike. Just a virtual background. I'm not really in the arcade. I wish I was. Well, actually, no. There's nowhere I'd rather be than with this prestigious panel. But the second place I would be, if I couldn't be with you fine people, at the video arcade, just throwing quarters away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Big Mike, since you finally figured out our technical difficulties here.
Yeah, back to business, yes.
Let's get back. It was very serious business here. Very serious business.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mike, what role did video games play in your life? What are some of your
one of my favorite video games? Probably the Rocky game.
The Rocky games.
Yes, the video game, the boxer game. Yes.
Yes, I have this game for the Nintendo GameCube.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties here.
Yeah.
All right. So Big Mike, the Rocky games. I
Yes.
actually, yeah, I was finally able. I am a retro game collector. I finally got my hands on a GameCube, and that was one of the games that I bought for it. And I've only played it once so far. So tell me about the Rocky games, Mike. Did you
It
beat the
was.
game?
Yes, it's nice. Yes.
You beat everybody.
Yeah, I beat it. Yeah, it's nice.
What and all the characters? I'm looking at this great.
All the characters from the movies. Yes.
So it looks like here in this picture that our AV department brought up, I'm seeing it. It looks like it. We got Rocky, the original through Rocky 4. Is that where the game stops?
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Rich?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess poor Tommy Gunn didn't get his
Yeah.
time in the
My favorite
spotlight
is
on
the
the
fifth
video
one. My
game.
favorite part is the fifth one.
Yes.
The fifth one. Yeah.
The fifth one was your favorite?
Yeah, because the street fight, right? Yeah, between
Oh, the
yeah,
street fight. Yes.
yeah,
Michael, I thought you were a real Rocky fan. Your
yeah,
favorite is Rocky
yeah.
5?
Oh, I
I
mean,
feel
different. It's
I feel like
different.
that's when they jumped the shark.
Yeah.
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 So
But
any other games, Mike? Did you play anything else or just the Rocky games? We know you're a
I
huge
like the Muppet Cruise stuff. Yeah.
There was a Muppets game,
Yeah.
and this is for the PlayStation.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think the first game I ever played for the Sony PlayStation was Cool Borders,
Oh wow.
a snowboard game.
nice. I never had that's another system. PlayStation, I never had. I got back into video games. I had a little break, but PlayStation 2 was my first game back after. Yeah, I didn't have PlayStation. So that's cool, Mike. So you pretty much played the games of your favorite things. They just happen to have the games, right? Your Rocky, your
Yeah.
Muppet games.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mike, so happy to have you that you were able to get on here, and you just
You're
got
welcome.
just at the bell, ding
Yeah.
ding.
Yeah.
How apropos.
Apropos indeed.
Yeah.
I
All
actually,
right, so
I'm trying to think here. I know,
Let's.
so
all
that
right.
PlayStation came out at the same time. This was a pivotal year in video game console history. There was a big video game war of, I want to say 1996, was it? And I was working as a seasonal employee at Toys R Us. So they hire you right around Halloween and they tell you, we're going to fire you the day after Christmas. We just need to bring an army of workers in to get us through the holiday season. So you know up front that it's just a 2-month gig. But it was crazy. That was when the Sony PlayStation went up against the Nintendo 64, which went up against the Sega Saturn.
What's
And
that
so
mean, Mark? Excuse me, Mark. What's that mean?
Sega Saturn?
Yeah, it's hard to play
Okay.
it. That's hard to
Oh
play it.
yeah. Oh, I had a Saturn, yeah. So it was so
Wow.
with Sega, it came
Oh,
out
wow.
with the Sega Master System, which competed with the NES.
Oh, wow.
Then Sega came out with the Genesis, which competed with the SNES. And then they came out with the Sega CD, which was a plug-in to the Genesis. And then they came out with the Sega Saturn. So that's what the Saturn is, Mike. It was another system from Sega. And
Nice.
that was what they made to compete with the PlayStation. And it didn't go so well. Spoiler alert.
Father.
But
Yeah. Mhm.
so Eric, you have some experience with the PlayStation as well, yes?
What?
The PS1, the first
Yeah.
PlayStation. You played on that system as well?
Yeah, but yeah, play Crash Bandicoot and Spyro games.
Yeah, so Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, two classic franchises, and that was kind of like, so the first PlayStation was Sony's first jump into video game consoles.
Spyro
And
has Spell has 3 things. Spell
3
the
spines?
dragon, spell dragon, and spell dragon with those rage. A year of a dragon.
Year of the Dragon. And
Yeah.
how many Crash Bandicoot games were there?
The first Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash Bandicoot 3.
3 of them. And that was like Sony was trying to come up with their own answer to like Sonic or Mario. They were looking for like their mascot. And so Crash Bandicoot was kind of like their cartoonish animal mascot. I think Spyro, great game. I loved that game, but some adult gamers felt like it was more kid oriented. So not quite as popular as Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
But very interesting.
I don't think that caught on as much as the other big ones. I feel like Sony, the original PlayStation, I think where they got really popular is they really got into the sports games like Madden, and I
Madden.
think in the beginning that was like their claim to fame was all the sports games that they made. And
There
then,
was that in Final Fantasy.
and
Was it?
yep,
Here
that's
go.
Oh,
Final
and
Fantasy.
God.
the other thing we must mention if we're talking about the PlayStation 1 was Resident Evil.
There you go.
Resident Evil. Wow. Hmm.
The birth of the
with
survival horror.
the horror
Professor-
game genre. Put it on the map.
Mhm.
Is that a hand up, Eric?
I don't know. Just being weird.
So very interesting, Eric, to hear your insights on the PlayStation, because normally we associate you with Nintendo. You talk a lot more about Nintendo games.
Yeah.
So what was your first Nintendo console?
It's not really a first console, but I'll try to tell you guys that.
So, okay, Eric,
all right, Eric.
I think you had mentioned, Eric, that the Nintendo 64 was your first Nintendo one. Isn't that correct?
I don't know what first Nintendo system I played on.
Well, it doesn't have to be your first, Eric, but you could tell us any one of your favorites. Do you ever play on the GameCube?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I got it right up here is the GameCube, that little cute little box system.
Yeah.
So what? Tell me what character made his big video game solo debut on the GameCube?
Luigi.
Luigi. And what was that game?
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion. Yes, that was
released in 2001.
in 2001. Yeah, I remember playing that game. Wasn't his didn't he have like a vacuum and he had to suck up ghosts or something like that?
I think they call it the Ghostbuster engine of Nintendo.
Oh, all right. And so nowadays, you, Eric, you're the only friend I know who has a Switch 2.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fancy. And every time you talk about it, you're making me want to buy one. You're gonna put me in the. You're gonna put me in debt. I'm gonna get in trouble with the missus.
Oh boy.
To spend the mortgage payment on a Switch 2. So what?
And also you can play the online games on your Switch 2.
So that was a big leap between Switch 1 and Switch 2. Is it now you could play online? Have you been doing that?
I do that on Mario Kart World.
So you play with other people online?
Yeah.
So a lot of trash talking to during the...
No.
That's good. Not healthy to engage in that kind of conflict.
So we mentioned all these Nintendo games. We went from the GameCube to the Switch, but there was one system I think is very important that we should mention, and that is the Wii.
Nintendo Wii, yes.
Nintendo Wii. And Wii Sports was a huge thing when you're talking about, becoming a really social thing. Getting all your friends together and playing like Wii Sports, bowling.
So Mario Sunshine is on the GameCube.
Oh, Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine. Yep, that's another great game.
In 2002.
You are, thank you, Eric, our Nintendo expert,
Yeah.
expert in the field of Nintendo. There you
Oh,
go.
that's for your refit.
I
That's
got so much exercise, and we fit for like 2 days, and then I put it in the closet somewhere, and it's collecting dust.
Hey, Rich,
Hey, Eric.
did you play Mario? Did not? What was I say? Oh, did you play Paper Mario games before?
I played all the Mario games, starting with
No,
Super Mario.
Paper Mario.
Oh, which one?
Paper Mario.
Paper
I
Man.
never played
Yes.
Paper Mario. Believe it or not,
Amazing.
played so many. I never played Paper Mario. I'm gonna have to find that on like the Nintendo store or whatever it is, and have to play it.
The first one is Paper Mario 64 on Nintendo 64.
That's very cool.
Excellent.
And
Well, thank you.
Paper Mario 2 on the GameCube and Super Paper Mario on the Wii.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to buy Eric. You're gonna have to pay for my financial advisor. You are getting me in a lot of trouble here. I'm gonna spend all my money on video games. Well, thank you for that, Eric. Very insightful. And look at how many years you spanned through all those consoles. So excellent, Eric. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. Brother Rich, tell us a bit about your gaming history.
Yeah,
You go.
my gaming history started way back with the Atari's 2600, but the NES is really where I fell in love with things. And one of the biggest kinds of games that I got into were role-playing games, and the turn-based role-playing, but also
Playing
they had
games?
role-playing games, they had action. So
So 5 have that.
yeah, so we mentioned Final Fantasy. That definitely was like a huge, the original NES.
Lame.
Don't make me mute you, Eric. Stop.
No.
I feel like we're in a Mets Yankees discussion right now.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Final Fantasy 1, but go on, and then
7
PlayStation
and
2.
6.
Probably my favorite game of all time was Final Fantasy 10 on the PlayStation 2, which was just an amazing game.
6 22.
But also
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts being
Ah,
another
look at
great
that.
game.
Kingdom Hearts. Wow.
Taking Square Enix, the Final
Oh,
Fantasy
no.
franchise, and then Disney, and putting them together. What a glorious combination. One of my favorite games.
That's the best game ever.
Best game
Hearts.
ever. Nice.
Oh,
But
wow.
the shirt says it
But I'm
all.
not sure about Final Fantasy, though.
Well, a lot of the characters, Eric, believe it or not, in Kingdom Hearts, there are actually characters from Final Fantasy that are in the game. So
I know what's just from Kingdom Hearts. They're there, but
All right.
not Final Fantasy.
Gotcha. Well, it's a crossover. And lastly,
Yeah.
I just want to mention, even though it wasn't technically a role-playing game, it was but I would say it really would count as an action role-playing game, which is The Legend of Zelda. Which besides Mario is probably the second most popular franchise
Because I hear that name.
in Nintendo. But,
Indeed.
yeah.
Rich, I would love to learn more about The Legend of Zelda if you could send me a link.
You could find the link in the description. You can find that link in the description.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, we only have a few minutes here to wrap up, guys. Let's get Mark in for a second. Mark.
Yes.
What about you?
We got 1 minute left. Yes, I got to talk about the unsung hero. As we mentioned earlier, Sega, I believe one of the most creative companies ever. And maybe sometimes their ideas got a little too big, but they were always trying to innovate. And I feel like for all the video game systems that I've ever owned, none of them really tried to push the envelope and do new things like the Dreamcast did. And one of the things which I thought was super awesome here was this controller. As you can see, there's a little screen in here. And the idea was that, so this is the memory card, which is also like a little Game Boy. So you could, save a game and then take this on the go with you. Yeah, what's up, Eric? All right. If you remember the question, just go ahead and let me know. Put your hand up again.
That's like Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. kind of like that, but like on the go. So now, like, let's say I'm playing a baseball game, I save my game, I take my memory card with me on the go. Now I'm on the bus, and I can like work out
And
my
if it's
baseball
too.
player. So they would do cool things like that, and I thought they had some great ideas, ideas that other companies have used. And now that was kind of the system that put Sega out of the console game, and now they just focus on making great games for everybody, which I think is what they were always the best at, knowing how to make a fun experience. And wow, what an episode! What a
Wow.
panel! What
Mhm.
variety of
Mhm.
all the consoles that we've talked about.
Wow.
Goodness, I feel like we could do 6 more video game I feel like we could be the video game fun gang.
There you go.
Hey, guys. Yeah.
Gamer gang. Did you remember your question, Eric?
That's my question last time, but I'm gonna say this though.
Yeah.
Why Mike look like Pac-Man to me?
Why does Mike look like Pac-Man?
Mike.
You said the Simpsons last time.
Mike, you look like Pac-Man. How appropriate. Can you do some chops? Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop, chop. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being with us today, our lovely audience. And thanks to the Fun Pop Fan Gang.
Yeah.
Before we go, any final words, Mr. Big Mike?
I said, have a nice weekend and have Rich. Have a nice see you on Friday, Rich.
All right, TGIF.
Yeah.
See you on TGIF.
There's a restaurant to say I have Fridays.
Right.
Ah, yes.
And Mr. Jonathan, thanks for being with us. And Mr. Eric, what's the thing we got to say to our faithful audience?
Oh, right. Subscribe and comment below and ring the bell for the notification for the next video.
Awesome. I'm going to say goodbye on behalf of Dawn. Dawn has left the building, but I'll accept this award on Dawn's behalf. Thanks everybody for joining. Make sure to comment. Let us know your favorite video games or the systems that you started with. The final word, Mr. Mark. Bring us out.
Thank you, everybody. Wow, what a great episode. You could really see the scope of how video games, I think for my generation, parents thought it was just a kids thing, but we've evolved with the games. And as we heard in this panel, which is a wide variety of ages and tastes, all the different games that were represented, all the consoles, just an amazing thing. I would say the video games are now just a viable form of media, just like television or movies. That it's become a way to tell stories, and I think that's pretty awesome. So thank you everybody for sharing. Thank you to anybody out there listening. And give us those comments. We want to hear it. What do we get right on this? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with?
What
was that, Eric?
I was talking to Red City song.
Oh, all right. Well, on that note, thank you so much, everybody. And we will see you on the next episode.
Yes.
Unmute.